Over the past 3 years, I've been fortunate enough to check out some really cool airports and fly into some pretty neat places. So in this video, I'm going to give you my personal list of the top 5 most favorite airports that I have personally traveled to. That video is coming up right now. Hello everybody and welcome back to this week's video. If you're new here, my name is Luke. I'm an 18-year-old private pilot in upstate New York, and I document my journey from student to professional pilot on this channel. I share all of my aviation experiences with you in hopes that I can give you entertaining content or help you make more informed decisions on aviation topics. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. I first want to pull up Log 10 Pro on the screen. This is the electronic logbook that I personally use to log all of my time. If you guys want to check them out, there is a code down below that'll allow you to get a free 6-month subscription to Log 10 Pro, and it's definitely worth at least checking out to see what it can offer you. So if you take a look, you can see all of the places that I have been, and for an 18-year-old, I would say that this is a decent amount. Obviously, I'm based in the Northeast at Bravo Golf Mike, which is Binghamton Airport, and you can see all of the places and routes that I've flown. So this is in no specific order, but starting off the list, I'm going down to Syracuse, New York. The airport code is Sierra Yankee Romeo, and Syracuse is a really neat place because of the people and the service. There really isn't a ton that's special about the airport, except it has an absolutely beautiful millionaire FBO that always has good cookies, really good service, and is absolutely beautiful. It's brand new, they've won many awards, and the airport is always in great condition. Oftentimes, here in upstate New York, the runway conditions can be compromised at some airports due to lack of crew or the ability to clean runways quick enough, but Syracuse does a great job, and the commissioner who runs the airport has done a lot of good things to it. They have awesome service for airlines, and overall, it's a really nice airport to fly into. Next up on the list, we are zooming down into Richmond, Virginia, and specifically Chesterfield County Airport, which is just southwest of Richmond, as you can see. Now, I stopped here on my Loop for the Troops charity flight, where if you want to check out, there is also those videos available under the playlist section on my channel. But this airport is the ultimate intro to aviation experience because there's not a lot of security, I should say, because it's not an airline service airport, but there's a lot of things for people to go look at airplanes take off and land and experience aviation. There's a pretty neat airport restaurant on that field. There's also a few operators out of there, so there's plenty of jets and smaller airplanes to see as you eat lunch outside, or if it's colder, inside. This was a neat stop, and I'm really glad that I got to see Chesterfield County. So if you're in that area, I definitely recommend landing and checking it out. Next up on the list, we are going back up to the Finger Lake region, and we are going to the northwest edge of Cayuga Lake in upstate New York, and this is an airport called Finger Lakes Regional Airport. Now this kind of has a special spot in my heart because it's the first place that I flew for my solo cross country, but everyone that works there is awesome. The people that have airplanes based there who I've gotten the chance to speak to are really cool, and it's just a beautiful airport to fly into, especially in the summer and fall months, as it's a great approach over the Finger Lakes and you get to see some really cool views. There's not much going on in town besides you will have some Amish kids that ride their bikes along the runway when you come in the land, so definitely wave to them because they appreciate it. Moving on, our next one on the list is in Western New York, and this is Niagara Falls International Airport, or IAG, which is the airport identifier code. So IAG, again, doesn't have too much that's special about the airport, except it's really cool because it's right near Niagara Falls. You get to land there, and then you get to take off, and almost immediately after takeoff, you can do the Niagara Falls flight, which is a special part of airspace which the controllers are super accommodating for, and they can help you if you're not too familiar with it. I got to do this flight and post a few videos of it a couple years ago, so definitely go check that out. And if you are in the area, I highly recommend flying over Niagara Falls, and it is really cool to see from the air. Last but not least, we are going down to Melbourne, Florida. Now, of course, I am biased with this choice, but But as you probably know if you've watched these videos, and if you are new here, then I am attending the Florida Institute of Technology to study aviation management and get the rest of my ratings. So this will be my home for the next 4 years, and I got to stop here on my charity flight loop for the troops. It was an awesome experience. The airport is growing at an insane rate. There are so many companies that are becoming based there. They have a bunch of airline service all across the country and even the world now. They have flight schools, and it is just a beautiful airport. They've even won a couple awards for, I think it was the best approach in Florida or something, and it's just overall a really cool experience. I highly recommend going to MLB if you're in the Florida region, and it's not as busy and hard to get into as some of the surrounding airspace. So with that being said, those are my 5 most favorite airports that I've personally had the chance to fly into. It's been very awesome over the past 3 years to utilize my private pilot's license, which I've had a little over a year now, to explore a lot of the East Coast, and I'm very lucky to be able to do it and bring all of you along for the ride. I'm really excited to explore more of the southeastern part of America and be based in Florida. So if you're excited for that content, then make sure to go down below and click subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss me when those videos come out. Until next week, I want you to stay current, stay proficient, and keep the blue side up. Keep flying safe, everybody. We'll see you in the next video, and go down below in the comments and let me know where your favorite airport is to fly. We'll see you next week.